Good morning. I'm out on the Zero DSR. Good morning. I am out on the Zero DSR. It's a lovely calm morning here in the UK. It's very cold. It's a beautiful 2 degrees outside, but I've got my case heated jacket on. I don't have heated gloves. I might look into this because it's without the hand guards, it's really chilly. So what I want to do today is just give you a quick overview of the bike again, and then just a few things that I like about the bike. There's very little to not like about the bike, but I'll highlight a few as I go. So let's get started. Oh, just a thing. So I'm about 1,500 miles in, so it's still very new and still very exciting times. But yeah, just to sort of as I get used to the bike, I want to keep on making updated videos, so it might help someone with their decision to move to electric or not at this time. So yeah, let's start with a look around the bike. There we go. This is the 2020 Zero DSR, the 14.4 kilowatt. And I have fitted a dual sport screen just to keep the wind off my chest. It does like make the bike look a little bit like GS-like almost. Gold rims. If you don't like that, then that's the option. Yeah, it's a lovely bike. Rides really nice, comfortable, upright, and yeah, and everything is very solid, well put together, solid parts. I think it's because there's so little moving parts that it just sounds and feels much more solid. So yeah, the other thing that I did is I made this, I think it's the suspension, I made it a little bit softer. So because yeah, it's set for currently for the out of the factory, it's set for 85 kilogram rider, and I weigh about 70, say 72 with all my gear on. And I must say I've taken it down about 5 clicks, and it made such a big difference. Very nice. So the lights from this side, it's bell driven. So yeah, very quiet. Big old air-cooled motor down there. And there's the cockpit. Very nice indeed. Another thing that I did find is quite nice, my Insta 360, I'm going to put a bit of footage in. But yeah, in this cold conditions, the battery only lasts for like it's about 5 minutes. So I need to get myself a few spare batteries. But the thing that's nice about having this little storage area is that you can have a little battery in there, and then while you're riding, connect your GoPro or Insta 360 or your phone or anything, and the rubber is soft enough on there that it seals it perfectly without pinching the wire really. So very happy with that. So the charge port is on this side. Little rubber bung, just wiggle it out. Normal kettle plug straight in there. If you've got a garage, just plug it in there. Extension lead. They say not to charge these things on an extension lead, but you must just make sure that when you do that, I found, if you coil the extension lead up, then yes, you're going to have a problem. The extension lead actually overheats. It's nothing to do with the bike really. The extension lead overheats, and I tried it with my Nissan Leaf like a few years back, and yeah, the extension lead basically tripped. But as soon as you run the extension lead out, or buy yourself an extension lead that can't be wound up on a holder type style, If you lay it out straight, plug it into the wall, plug it into the plug here, then it charges perfectly fine. Okay, so that was a look around the bike. It's very straightforward. There's nothing really to adjust or anything. I think the front suspension and the rear suspension is pretty much the things that you can adjust the most. The rest of the bike is all pretty much twist and go. The pros on this bike: firstly, it's really easy to maintain, and it's very easy to ride. It's super quiet, it's super fast, and it's got a lot of torque. Yeah, using it now for about 1,500 miles, it's been really sort of it's just a different experience. So if you have a round trip route that's about 60 to 70 miles, even in the middle of winter, then this bike will just be perfect for you. Get on the bike in the mornings, drive to work if you need to go to work, or wherever, get back, plug the bike in overnight, it charges full. Next day, do exactly the same. And this thing will cost you very little to actually run. But that's, again, if you've got that specific conditions. I did a few range tests in my previous videos. The bike can do about comfortably, to have a bit of to have some miles in the tank left, about 88 miles. That's what I found. The average is about 88 miles. But then again, you know, when you get to say 80 or 88 or 85 miles, you want to really be close to your destination or a place where you can really charge. This bike doesn't have the charge tank installed. That's another £2,500 extra on top of the price. And yes, the bike is not cheap, but it's extra £2,500. And but that does give you the option that if you are out for a 80-mile one-way ride, that you can stop at a fast charger. You know, if you have a look at some applications called like Plug Share or Zap Map, then you can see where the fast chargers are around your area. And that allows you to then plug in for very little money. It's app driven. Plug in, activate the app, the bike starts charging. It charges at 7 kilowatt or 32 amp, and then you can fill it up from, say, about 20% to about 80% in half an hour. So that's, again, you know, ride, have a cup of coffee, fill up the bike, and then you can carry on. But you must remember, you know, it's the further you go, you have to charge all the way back as well. And this is where the fuel bike still makes it more it makes it a better choice for longer distances. You can do it on this bike. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not uncomfortable or slow or anything like that. So all the petrol level stuff is exactly the same. It's just the charging, not so much the charging, but it's the range and the speed that it fills up, from 20% to 80% or 90%. So that's still the only negative bit, that if it doesn't work for yourself and where you're going to use the bike, then this is going to drive you insane. But currently, what I do is I try and ride on weekends, and sometimes in the week I go to work and back if it's not raining. But the thing is, and my whole getting out and riding area, or my fun riding outings, is usually about an hour to 2 hour max, and that's usually about 60, 70, 80 miles. So the bike works perfectly for me. It's just that if you want to get out and go for a ride down to, for instance, like I don't know, Alton or whatever, where it's a good like 40 miles there, and then it's a good 40 miles back. But oh, you know, quickly, I just want to hop into this area, take a detour, and go for another hour's ride, because I've got another hour or 2 hours riding time. Then you can't do that. So you need to then all go and find a place. Well, currently, you know, I need to find a normal charging plug, normal 13 amp plug, and then it takes very long to fill up a bike. Where with the charge tank, I can drop in, have a quick coffee, and then I can do my extra loop and then get home. So just take that into consideration. But again, you know, if it's all in your area, then the bike is spot on. But again, you know, it's and this is what I try and keep telling the guys that I meet and explain to them about the bike. It is a different experience. The same with the electric car, and you need to get used to it. You know, it's something that you learn. You can't just go, okay, well, this doesn't work for me. You need to really do a lot of research, not so much, but do good research about how it's going to work for you, because everyone is different. I do a lot of short trips, and that works perfectly for me. It's just a nice, solid, fast, comfortable bike to actually ride. Another sort of a negative thing that comes with having an electric bike is it doesn't generate any heat. Now, for riding in the winter in the UK, with a petrol bike, you get the heat from the bike, and you think it might not be a lot, but it makes a big difference to sit at the traffic light, and you can really feel the heat of the bike rising up in it, and it sort of keeps you warm. And also, I used my previous GS that heads to warm up my hands because it's nice and warm. With this bike, you don't have there's no heat generation at all. You know, yes, you get a bit of heat from the motor, but like now you can touch the motor and it's almost like ice cold. So there's no heat. So you need to now make sure that you've got a heated vest or heated gloves, or install some like hand guards to keep the wind off your hands. But otherwise, really, you know, putting all this like positive and negative stuff aside, you know, I think if you're interested in a Zero, it's pretty much the best bike out there currently for the price. The support is good. The dealer network is excellent. They, you know, servicing cost is like zero. The belt lasts for about 45,000 miles. It costs like peanuts to charge. I'm meaning peanuts. I'm meaning like £1 to £2 to actually charge. So if you think about it, it's a 14.4 kilowatt hour battery. So say 14 times 16 pence per kilowatt hour. So that work that out. That's how much it's going to cost you to from flat to full charge every day. You never ride it to fully empty. So there's always going to be like 20 or 30% in the battery left. So it costs you nothing for 80 miles. But yeah, go and test drive the bikes. You know, I bought this bike from streetbike.co.uk. Their service was awesome. They explained everything. No problem with the test drive. The guys were very helpful. They organized the finance were like seamless. It was really good service. But really, do yourself a favor, go and speak to the guys, phone them, book a test drive, and go and test drive this bike. It's awesome. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. It's a 1,500 mile update. If there's any other comments you want me to cover or answer, please drop it in the comments below, and I'll try and get to them. Yeah, if there's any questions, drop it down below. If you've got any feedback about your bike, please drop in the comments below, because it might help other people to decide if they want to really pursue doing a test drive. So if you like the bike, you don't like the bike, or you find it frustrating here, there, or you don't, drop it down below so it helps someone reading or watching the video and reading the comments about making a decision or not making a decision. So guys, thank you very much. It's a lot of talking, but I hope it helps someone, and I will see you on the next ride. Cheers.